roll.
Oh yeah, that worked.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So that is
Nice.
a 16 total.
Did it? Because I actually did not see a roll.
Oh, I did.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says
Can you
a
see it in the
0
chat?
and a 2.
I can't see it in the chat at all.
Huh.
Yeah, so it must be something up on my end then.
Interesting.
Oh,
The
yep.
it.
There's definitely something going on. It's taken forever to even reload the page. There it is in the chat.
Okay. Maybe it's all good now.
Yeah, I think I just had a little hiccup. Maybe.
So, I will tell you, um, as you talk to him about getting to the bottom of this, how you don't think it's the goblins, you can see his face start to light up. Goes, well, well, well. Finally, someone around here talking sense. All right. Yeah, absolutely. And his interest, I will tell you, goes up by 1. His interest is now at 4 out of 5. And his patience has not decreased. His patience is still at 3 out of 5.
Very nice.
I will tell you retroactively, you actually stumbled upon his other motivation,
Okay.
justice.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, well done.
Thank you.
And he tells you, you know, I think I can help you out here. Something is probably going on in this forest. And he leans in, and I know exactly who to ask about it. If you really want to solve their problems. Now, the way negotiations work, because you've got him out 4 out of 5 interest, he's at the yes level. He's willing to go along with what you're doing. He might have his own stipulations as well, but he is willing. Now, you can either stop here, or if you want to push him further, if you get up to 5 interest, you might be able to sweeten the pot a little bit. But you can also just accept his help as it is now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't like tempting fate too much, but I do feel like we've got him in a pretty good.
I didn't make this a
position.
very hard negotiation.
Yeah.
I will actually choose to speak up, and I will say, if this is not the goblins doing, I would love to know what is causing this problem. We can solve the goblins' problem, then I do believe solve the town's problem. And then we can sooner bring the actual evildoers to the proper justice, one way or.
Alright, I think that one is going to be a presence roll. Unless you've got other ideas.
Well, I actually would like to see if I can shift it slightly. As I I want to see if I can shift it more towards, like you said, might, kind of convincing that I do, or that I would actually have the strength to take care of whatever problem they may have. I kind of like, as I'm saying it, motioning towards my oversized weapon.
All right, I'll allow it. Go ahead, roll your might. And do you have any skills that you think would apply to this? For
As
lovely
for
+3 or +2.
um, thinking potentially, and I don't know how, if this would properly be able to apply to might or not, but potentially either search or track, as I'm clearly trying to insinuate that we are going to follow whatever lead we can to
Yeah,
the
impress
actual.
upon him your competence in
Yes.
general. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you don't have to limit yourself for that, so yeah, absolutely. I think you can use, we'll say search, but I mean, either one works. And then use your might. So you've got a +4 to this one total. We'll have to add an extra +2,
All right.
assuming it lets you roll.
It
Oh,
does
it
let me
did!
roll.
Oh wow.
Hooray! Woo!
Hot damn!
We got all the bad rolls out of the way right at the start.
Apparently.
Here
That's
we
the true
are.
value of finding the lay of the land first.
Alright, so a few things are going to happen. Let's get the narrative out of the way first. He looks at you and he says, "You know what? I think these townfolk have stumbled upon the solution to their problems that they weren't expecting. Tell you what, I'll lead you right to the goblins, and we'll talk to them together. And then, whatever's going on in this forest, figure it out, root it out, and bish bash bosh. And I could do you one better while I'm at it. Got this friend of mine, Everard. He's a traveling merchant. He's been in town a couple days. We've been on the road together a while. Betcha if you drop my name, I'll give you a couple supplies for free, especially if you tell him what we're up to. How's that sound?"
Sounds like a deal. When are you wanting to
Wonderful.
travel?
He spits on his hand, reaches it out to shake.
I
I.
will.
Are you gonna do it?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna. Uh,
You gotta choose the
I mean,
hand.
he's got the most hands for it.
It's true.
I was just gonna let him choose a hand. I think just put all four hands out too, and let him choose one to shake.
Oh, you're not even gonna spit in it?
Yeah, you gotta spit in one of them.
Now, since you have twice as many hands, you need to spit in two hands and just like clasp his hands from his hand from both sides.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that is
All right.
objectively the right answer there.
As you do exactly that, he starts shaking it. He has a big smile on his face. Says, "Well, based on my deductions, I don't think the Goblin Village is too far away. I say you go give my buddy a visit, get your supplies. I'll wait for you by the town gate. How's that sound?"
That sounds wonderful. There's one
Alright,
other
is
person
Ryan
I
for
would
me?
like to talk to before I go to the merchant, but we'll be right there.
"Oh, sure, of course."
All right. And
If you don't mind, I'll probably get back to this before it gets too cold. He starts eating his turkey leg again.
Oh, right.
hold on. Feel like we
Now
have
then,
found a worthy ally.
I do want to ask, who wants to take Barnaby, more or less? Who wants to have control of Barnaby, because he is going to be traveling with you. And he's not going to let you guys have all the fun.
Boy.
I mean, I'm
Hmm.
willing to take him. Uh,
All right.
I'm sure that, like, you're basically insinuating, like, not have full control over the character, but like they basically play. You're
Within combat.
yeah, within combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if nobody else is jumping at it, I'll take him.
Yeah, I'd rather not have more responsibility in combat than I can handle,
Same.
at least at first.
I'm used
Yeah.
to having too much responsibility in combat. Let's go.
Yeah,
Alright.
kind of figured. All right. Barnaby's in good hands.
All right, so everybody can see him, and I'm setting Rambles as the owner of Barnaby Burton.
Oh, look at him. I love him.
He is a human warrior, I want to say? The human retainer.
Yeah.
Wait, can you actually see him? Where is he?
He's under
Should
the
be
party.
under the. Yeah,
Oh,
he's joined your
Oh,
party.
cool.
Yeah, Barnaby Burton.
Hell yeah,
Old
Barnaby.
old Barnaby Burton.
What up, BB?
Yeah, as you can see there, Rambles. He's not very complex to run.
No, but it was a good thing that I took him on account of him being a melee character.
Yeah, damn, he's strong.
He's
Not
strong.
the academic type, traditionally
That's about it.
speaking. Indeed.
What you get when you study goblins.
Hey,
I mean,
a man after my own heart.
It's not what I was expecting him to look like from that whole conversation, but I like it.
All right.
Well, now you can go back and retroactively picture him like that the whole
Yes.
time.
Looked
Anyway,
like this
Mac,
the
you
whole
were
time.
wanting to say hello to somebody, right?
I was wanting to still take this opportunity to approach the man in the.
Absolutely. And as you start walking that way, you can see he's already been watching you this whole time. He pushes his chair back. He stands up, starts walking straight towards you, and then just shoulder bumps you while he walks past. Just a look of utter disdain on his face.
I'm
Hmm.
terribly sorry. I feel like I've upset you somehow. I just want to talk, if you don't mind.
He turns around, he says, "That useless man has been here for 3 days. You talk to him for 5 minutes, and you've got him dancing to your tune. And we couldn't get a word to him. I've got nothing to say to you. If you really want to solve our problems, why don't you just go on down the road? We take care of our own here." And he starts to turn to walk away.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but his fiance was recently taken. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and this is like still related to the same goblin problem.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, against my better judgment, I will just call out to him. Don't you want to see justice for your fiance?
He stops dead in his tracks. Turns to you. Don't you ever talk about him. You don't know what it's like. Didn't know him, and you never will. Mind your own fucking business. And he just leaves.
All
That
right.
went about as well as it could have.
Honestly, I do believe that as well. I do not believe that that conversation was going to go any better on account of well, our order of operations, let's say.
Yeah, about right. It's about right.
Whole voice in your head tells you, man, that guy's got problems.
I know exactly what you mean, Thane. Never mind.
Theme.
Yeah, I'm telepathic.
Yeah,
I
he is.
said it. I said it to him in his mind hole.
No, I'm not actually making you that. Like, it's a joke. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, but it works.
So, suppose we need to go see the merchant. I do also suppose, you all want to risk it. Could potentially talk with Chris again. I do not know if we'd be able to convince her to join us, but she seems to be also sympathetic to the goblins' plight.
It's true.
It would be a hard sell for an old warrior like them, but would definitely increase our numbers.
I wonder if Barnaby knows about there being another sympathizer in the village.
Poor lady's retired. I don't know. Maybe we ought to just let her tend to her crops.
It's true. Could be useful.
I'm definitely not gonna push the idea, but I did want to bring it up because if we are really believing that, really following this path, that the goblins are not actually the problem, and they are the first person that comes to mind that might want to, they might have some skin in the game, as it were.
Tails, at any rate.
All right.
At the very least, it might be good to inform them that we are following a lead. Something to put their mind at ease. Find it a lot easier to negotiate with people and irrigate them if they are feeling good about the situation.
So where are you guys going first?
I will actually pose to the group. Once again, if you want, we can have one of us or two of us split off to talk to the merchant first, and the other person just kind of pass on the news. Or we can kind of do this as a group. It's not that much of a travel. I don't think that time is a huge deal with this, right?
No, you've got time.
Okay.
It's like early afternoon still,
Yeah,
maybe going into mid-afternoon.
in that case, then if we
And
want,
Barnaby was pretty sure that the Goblin Village is less than a day's travel, like probably a couple hours into the forest.
in that case, then if you all want to travel together, I think that our best order would be maybe Chris, then merchant, then leave.
I'm thinking if we are gonna go see her, because maybe I don't know. Maybe if she believes this, maybe she'll pitch in for some gear or something.
That's another thing that I'm thinking. Then that's kind of why I would want to visit Chris first, because if whatever we say does convince them to tag along, then that needs to be taken into account when we go to the merchant. If they don't tag along and they just like the news, great. But there is a bunch of in between there. I doubt that they would take the news badly. But we have something to potentially gain that we need to account for.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Nice.
All right. You see Chris tilling a completely different side of her farm now. Actually, not tilling at all, in fact. She seems to be doing some light pruning on a few crops, some leafy vegetables. Picking out diseased parts.
In that case, I will actually wave Chris down. Oi,
Oh.
Chris!
Welcome back. I didn't expect to see you again.
Well,
Any luck finding what's going on?
potentially. We've asked around at a few different places, talked to a few different people, and we have a theory that we are putting forward. And I thought it might be best if we pass on the news to you. Seem keen on believing that the goblins have nothing to do with this.
Hmm.
I have come
I'm
around
not usually kept so in the loop with the scuttlebutt, but do go on.
Well, we have come around to your way of thinking, thanks to what other people are believing to be a scammer, the goblin expert. I don't know what your opinion of him is, but he also seems to share your sympathies, and I do have every reason to believe that he does know a lot about what's going on. And as such,
That's excellent.
we intend to speak to the goblins directly and try to solve whatever problem is causing all of this. I do believe that there is something else going on in these woods. Goblins are just who happen to be caught in the middle.
Well, that's wonderful news. I hope you'll be able to broker a peaceful solution.
I know that you have a farm to attend to, but I also would like to at least extend an offer. Would you like to talk to the goblins with us? We have a direct lead to their village, and with your trade expertise with them, you're already familiar at least.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
of assistance.
flattering. But I must decline your offer. I have long since hung up any of my adventuring gear, and I took a vow of simple living and pacifism. And as you know, Dragon Knight would never forsake her vows.
That's understandable then. Anyway, we appreciate your help. Is there any message perhaps that we could pass along for you then? I know you've been in light contact with the goblins recently.
Oh, I'd say no contact, really, but no, that's quite all right. But do come see me once you get this all sorted out. I'd love to know how it went.
Of course.
Right then. Least we could do, really.
Godspeed.
Right. And we're going to head to find out where the merchant's at and see what supplies we can potentially get from him.
Alright.
I still think that it was a good idea to pass that on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The merchant's not hard to find. Set up in what could generously be called a main thoroughfare in the village is a humble little cart with a little awning out front and various wares laid out, displayed finely, and sitting in a little fold-out canvas bench in front of it sits a middle-aged man, short-trimmed mustache, little pince-nez glasses on. Seems to be sitting and reading a book as you walk up. Oh,
Hello.
dear, I am terribly sorry. Welcome to... And he looks at Levi. Albert Spengler, is that you? I thought you were hanged. And Go ahead and add a hero token. You should be at 3. Everyone's gonna go up to 4. You use them as a group, so.
Uh,
Yeah, hero tokens should be right under like your merit stuff. Ah, shit! Damn it! I did it again. I did it where I accidentally hit my numpad. I knew it. I do this all the time. Like
What did
4.
it do?
I just don't have a numpad
Put
to
it to
deal
the
with.
end
So.
screen.
Nice.
4 is my ending screen.
Well,
Ah.
wrap it up early, boys. Albert Spangler got caught.
Albert Spangler. And
Yeah,
thanks for
well,
coming.
Don't know about being hanged so much as I, hung around. This way and that. You know how it is.
Yeah, and who are you conning this time, huh? Is it these 2 blokes? Guys, I would not stick with this one if I were you.
Well,
The bad
actually,
news.
They only tried to con me a little bit.
Oh, only a little bit. Oh, you must be reformed then.
well, I'm working on it, but if you must know, yes, I am in the middle of a con at the moment. See the villagers round here, they seem to think that they can tie all their problems to this village of goblins living out in the forest. Seem to think that me and my party here can do something about that problem. I think that they're a bit more violent-minded than I would like to be myself.
Oh, so you're gonna go into the woods, make some noises, bang about on some trees, and come back, take them for all they're worth, and go on your merry way. Is that it?
Not exactly. First of all, the only real payment that we've been offered is room and board and some trinkets that I would love to run back by you if you'd like them when it's all said and done. No, I'm
I
hoping
wouldn't
to.
take a bucket of water from you if I was in the middle of the desert.
Well, it's a good thing we're in a forest. Anyway, trying to get them to understand, you see, that these goblins, well, we're thinking that they're not as to blame as the villagers would seem. But, I got to con them a little bit into thinking that we're on their side lest they run us out same way they would the goblins, yeah? Matter of fact, we ran into someone. I think you might know them as well. Let's see, what was it now? Yes. It was a Barnaby Burton. Ring a bell?
You snake, you stay away from him. He's a good lad.
He is a good lad, good judge of character, I can tell. You see, he's agreed to go out with us and talk to these goblins and see if we can strike some kind of accord.
What's your
Oh, I
angle,
get it. I got
Spangler?
it. I get it. It's like a chord, like an instrument.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, I'm a bard these days. Yeah.
Don't encourage them.
Well,
Anyway,
gotta get it where we can.
why are you darkening my carriage with your problems?
Well, as I said, we'd been talking to Barnaby, and you see, seeing as how we're going with them on a little adventure into the Goblin village, yeah, we thought, in order to take care of him best we can, probably would be good to stock up on some proper gear.
He looks over to Thene. Is that true? Everything they're spewing.
it is true. We are newly become friends with Barnaby, and we're about to set off on an adventure with him. So anything you could do to help with that would be appreciated.
And you know it's
By
got to be
Barnaby,
true.
no less.
He's a Minuteman. They can't tell lies.
A minute, man.
I believe the term is Time Raider. And you're not
Although I
far
wouldn't
off.
consider myself to be a time raider anymore.
Oh, well, I won't ask. But, you do seem an honest bunch. And he pointedly looks away from Levi.
Sometimes you've got to lie in favour of the people. That's what I've learned. Or goblins, in this case. Goblins are people too, isn't it?
I feel like you've got to lie in order to open your mouth.
Not true. I can do
Anyway.
it standing just fine. You've missed me.
Told them they should have just tarred and feathered him and be done with it. Right, well, I do have some supplies I can provide for Barnaby, not for the rest of you.
And that is our chief concern, really.
All right. And he goes into the back of his carriage, the non-display side, and he pulls out a rack with 4 bottles of shimmering red liquid.
This is some good shimmering red liquid music as well, might I say.
Thank you. Right. So, in each of these bottles is a dose of my patented panacea. 1 drink of this, and, well, let's just say it'll cure what ails you.
Right then.
Thank you.
Who's reaching for it, out of curiosity?
Oh, I'll grab all 4 of them.
One in each hand.
Makes sense. Got the
Yeah.
hands, haven't you?
All right.
Yeah.
He does not try to stop you from having them at all.
That's
Right.
4 healing potions for Barnaby.
Yes. And, he points to one in particular. Make sure you give that one to the snake. And he gets this devious smile on his face.
One in
I hand
particular,
that one
but you know.
directly over to Levi.
I
Here you
appreciate
go.
that I am so chief in your concern as to have had you set aside one special for me.
Oh, think nothing of it. A little memento of the time we've shared together.
And how I've cherished it.
I think he may have spit in it.
It's possible.
It's not the worst I've faced. Not even from this one alone.
Now, if
If
that's all
anything,
you lot need,
we've
I'm
both
sure a
calmed
paying
down.
customer will be along any minute now.
Got any trinkets?
Can I try to persuade him to give us more stuff?
You trying to recon him?
Sure. Give me a
Wow.
presence test.
Swear to God, if you get a 20 again.
Let's go, boys! Oh shit.
Ooh, not great.
Is it working?
I saw the
Well,
roll, I did
It
not
was
see
a
the
4
chat
and a
bar.
2. Yeah, I don't see it in the chat, but I saw a 4 and a 2 come up.
Oh man, my whole fucking
Oh, there it
screen
is.
is
There it
kind of
is.
frozen, to be honest with you. Oh.
Hmm.
But do I get a somewhat of an addition to that, right? Because I have persuade as a
Yeah, it
skill.
would be 10
Yeah, you're up
and
to
still
10.
weak.
All right, well.
His eyes narrow at you. If I ever see you again, Spangler.
Do we have any money?
Yes.
You
Kind
each have wealth 1. Money isn't tracked independently. It's assumed you have enough money to basically afford most things that you need, with certain large purchases, of course, being somewhat wealth gated.
Okay. Well, I mean, does he have anything else useful for sale?
Not for adventurers, no.
Well, I'm more than just an adventurer. What
Yeah,
does he
what
got?
else is there?
Is there something you're looking for?
A cool hat.
Yeah. No.
He's not a haberdasher, he's a traveling merchant.
I use that he has stuff that's not just for adventure. What does he have?
Definitely doesn't have a cool hat for Albert Spangler, I'll tell you that much.
He might have one for Levi Athan.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta appreciate the continued attempts, though.
I mean, fair play, the balls on the man.
Well, what can I say? Got 'em from me mum, haven't I?
Great
And what happened to
heathen
her?
egg sacks.
Yeah.
Being taken by the goblins and all.
Alright, are you going to meet up with Barnaby?
I think we're going to meet up with Barnaby.
Might want to before some bad happens.
Well, funny you should say that.
Oh, fuck!
As you approach the far village gates, you see quite the scene. On the little bridge crossing the river, which is little more than a creek here to be fair, you can see Barnaby having what appears to be a heated discussion with the man you saw earlier, as well as some other, we'll call them ne'er-do-wells.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh indeed.
And I believe that is where we will end it. With a little hint of what's to come.
All right.
All right.
That's a good start, I think.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
We could probably do the combat in 10 minutes.
Maybe.
Oh,
Doug.
you think?
Yeah. Let me take my turn first, and I'll just immediately bash in the guy's skull and intimidate the others.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, it's probably like the
Huh.
sounds
Huh.
that the other thugs are gonna make. Like, huh?
I like to think we're standing there in real time, just kind of staring at each other, dial-up noise in the background, processing.
Huh.
Huh.
Anywho, no, this is great. This is a great stopping point, and I look forward to the combat
Yeah.
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. This was fun.
Next time on
Very,
Gob.
God, bro.
God.
Prob prob. Alright, preview over.
Hell yeah. What was Levi's prior name again?
Well, the name that Everard knew you as was
Yeah.
Albert Spangler.
Albert
Right, of course.
Spangler.
Albert Spangler. My God.
Well, questions, comments, concerns?
I have a lot of concerns.
Yeah.
But
As well you should.
What's up with those goblins?
yeah, what's the deal with goblins?
I guess you'll just have to come back next week to find out.
Oh man.
What is their fucking deal, dude?
Yeah, no, I look forward to more, and you can look forward to me asking about things that we could have done better or potentially missed tomorrow at work, I'm sure.
I can. Yeah, I probably will. There's not much. Like, full disclosure, peek behind the curtain. There's not really a lot left in the village, at least for this stage of it, other than, you know, this combat and the results thereof.
Yeah.
You guys pretty much got all the points I was hoping to hit. And then you went back to Chris again, which I was not expecting.
I could
Mhm.
see that you weren't expecting that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that's
it's
fair.
understandable. It's
But like,
understandable why we would have gone back. She's
I
literally
hope it
like,
didn't seem too
Yeah.
disappointing when I just kind of was like, no.
no, I still
Okay.
think it was a good idea because Chris needed some good news.
Yeah, and we like
yeah,
Chris.
Yeah, we like
yeah, we like
Chris.
Chris. I
Yeah,
hope
she's
that we're
cool.
right to like Chris. I hope that she's not like secretly been tormenting them the whole time and trying to pass it off as like, oh, I'm on their side.
It's her behind
Oh,
everything.
it's definitely not the goblins.
It's
Oh, well.
me.
Trust me, I should know. Uh,
Haven't traded since I gave them the poison. Funny, isn't it? Quite strange.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys. I
oh,
didn't mean to spoil the
You can't.
ending.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna
I was
say you
looking.
really can't just call me out like that. I
Yeah,
had this
what?
whole big reveal
Put a
planned.
password on your files, bro. I don't know what the fuck
yeah.
to tell you.
Damn it.
But
The problem with Chris.
that said, if you're still here, thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your. Shit, we have uh uh. Sorry,
I beg your pardon?
I'm having a brain
We
fart.
have a problem with goblins.
We do have a problem with goblins.
That's what we
It-
have.
no,
And some mysterious red liquid, some patted pancreas.
this Saturday we've got board game stuff going on.
Slay the
It's
spire.
Hell
Slay the
yeah,
Spire.
dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Fire slaying Saturday, boys.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be great. Look forward to that. Good night.